All right, so you've heard about the CodeLaunch Startup Competition, and you're wondering how to tackle it. Well, you've come to the right place. Consider this your step-by-step playbook for navigating the entire CodeLaunch Gauntlet, from the moment you apply to that final pitch on the big stage. Let's get right into it. This is the classic problem, right? You have this incredible, game-changing idea for a tech startup. You see the gap in the market perfectly, but you don't have the technical team to actually build it. And finding developers without a huge pile of cash can feel impossible. It's a massive hurdle, and it's the exact problem CodeLaunch was created to solve. So what is CodeLaunch, really? Think of it as this amazing hybrid. It's part startup competition, part accelerator. They've been doing this since 2013, connecting founders just like you with professional software development teams. These teams then build out your product during a super intense hackathon. And here's the best part, the core of their philosophy. They do it all without taking a dime of your cash or a single point of your equity. It's all about pushing your vision forward. Okay, so you're ready to jump in. Let's get practical. Before you even think about hitting that apply button, there are a few things you need to get in order. This first section is basically your pre-flight checklist to make sure your application is solid. Think of this as your roadmap. First off, make sure you're eligible for the specific event you're targeting. That's key. Second, and this is important, actually read the legal agreements so there are no surprises down the road. Third, get your whole team together and watch the prep videos so everyone's on the same page. And last, but definitely not least, you have got to know your deadlines. Let's actually talk a little bit more about that. Okay, this is one of the most common trip-ups, so listen close. There are two different deadlines you need to worry about. The first one is for your main application form. That's a hard cutoff. But the folks at CodeLaunch know that people often find out about this at the last minute. So they give you a little breathing room, usually about 4 days, to get the URL for your Cohort Appeal video submitted. This is a lifesaver because it means you can focus on the application first and then make a really great video without rushing. Everyone always asks, okay, so what's the catch? And here it is. CodeLaunch won't cost you any cash. It won't cost you any equity in your company, but it will cost you your time, your sweat, and a whole lot of hustle. The only real money you might spend is on travel, and that's only if you become a finalist and need to get to the host city. They're looking for founders who can bootstrap and really grind, and this is part of that test. So what do you actually need to have ready to go? It's pretty simple, really. Set aside about half an hour. You'll need your current pitch deck saved as a PDF, and you need some UI/UX mockups or wireframes. Now, don't freak out about this part. The judges are not looking for a pixel-perfect design. They just want to see that you've thought through the user experience. Seriously, even a sketch on a napkin that you scan into a PDF is enough to show your thought process. All right, your application is in. Now for the first big hurdle, the Cohort Appeal video. This is way more than just checking a box. This is your big chance to break away from the pack and really show the judges who you are and why your idea is going to change the game. The #1 rule for your appeal video, keep it short and sweet. You have between 60 and 90 seconds. That's it. We live in a TikTok world, you know? Attention spans are short. You've got to land your vision with punch and clarity. A long, rambling video is one of the most common mistakes people make, and it's an instant red flag for the judges. You have to make every single second count. The structure they recommend is super simple, and it's designed for maximum impact. Spend the first 30 seconds on your venture, who you are, what problem you're solving. Then, the final 30 seconds should be all about what winning would do for you. But that middle 30 seconds, that's the secret sauce. You should actually explain what CodeLaunch is and why it's such a great opportunity. It shows you've done your homework and that you're looking for a real partner, not just a handout. Okay, if you only take one piece of advice from this entire guide, let it be this. You have got to have good audio. Forget about a fancy camera or cool lighting if people can't hear you clearly. A fuzzy, echoey video is an instant turnoff. So please, please do not use your phone's built-in microphone from 10 feet away. A simple little lapel mic you can get online for cheap will make a world of difference. But what if you're not quite ready to go public with your idea? What if you're in stealth mode? No problem. CodeLaunch totally gets it. You can actually have a trusted friend, a mentor, a colleague, someone you trust, make the video for you. They can just explain that they're speaking on behalf of a stealth startup, describe the vision, and make the appeal. It's a really clever workaround that lets you compete while protecting your idea. Okay, you submitted your application and your video. Awesome. Now, the real gauntlet begins. This is where things get intense. It's a multi-week curation process where the CodeLaunch team sifts through hundreds of applications to find a handful of semifinalists. And from there, the finalists who get to hit that main stage. This timeline really breaks down the whole journey. And it moves fast. The whole thing takes about 6.5 weeks. So after the applications close, there's the acceptance reveal. If you make the cut, you move into a homework phase. Then you do your semifinalist pitch. The best from that group get chosen for a draft pool. And then, and this is cool, the professional dev teams actually draft the startups they want to work with. If you get drafted, you are officially a CodeLaunch finalist.
You did it! You made it through the gauntlet and you got drafted. That is a huge accomplishment. But guess what? The real work is just getting started. When you become a finalist, you're thrown into this incredible high-speed period of product acceleration, networking, and getting ready for the big show. This number right here, 24, this is the single biggest prize in the entire competition. As a finalist, you get 24 hours of accelerated development from a professional development team. This all happens during a 2-day hackathon. We're talking 2 intense 12-hour days of coding. That's basically 3 full business days of work, all concentrated into 1 weekend of pure, focused, product-building magic. The whole finalist experience is just a whirlwind. It all kicks off with that 2-day hackathon. But it's not just about coding. You also get access to exclusive investor receptions and finalist dinners where you can network your butt off. You'll also have to create a 30-second silent product demo video showcasing what your team built. And it all leads up to a full on-stage rehearsal right before the main event. And this is it, the final showdown. You're on stage, lights on you, and you get exactly 4 minutes and 8 slides to make your case. Right in the middle of your pitch, you'll cue that 30-second silent video, and as it plays on the big screen, you narrate it live, showing off what your team built to the judges, the investors, and the entire audience. This is your moment to shine. So, as we wrap all this up, the big takeaway is pretty clear. CodeLaunch isn't just another competition. It is a high-speed launchpad for your startup. It's a chance to get your product accelerated, to get massive visibility, and to do it all without giving up the 2 things every founder holds most dear, their cash and their equity. So, after seeing the whole gauntlet laid out, from that first application form to the final pitch on stage, you really have to ask yourself, is your startup ready for this? Do you have the idea? Do you have the hustle? And do you have the passion to not just compete, but to truly conquer the CodeLaunch Gauntlet? It's one heck of a journey, but the acceleration it provides could be the exact rocket fuel you need to take flight.